Cardi B just went nuclear on live and blew the whole internet up in one night. Backlash pulled up to a launch party, grabbed the MIC, and started firing shots at baby mamas, side chicks, and the trolls trying to drag her name, all in the same breath. And then, she casually reminded the world she just made history nobody thought was possible. The girl is throwing haymakers, breaking records, and possibly dating a whole new man across the ocean. And these hating ninjas really thought this was a week to try her? Before we get into it, like, subscribe, don't miss it. Nah? Backlash Almanzo, Cardi B herself, hopped on Instagram Live from the Old Navy Most Wanted Denim launch party and unloaded on her critics, her ex's baby mamas, and the new AHA record all at once. This whole meltdown/victory lap went down in August 2026, streamed live from New York, with clips ricocheting across TikTok, X, and the Shade Room within hours. The trolls really thought a full denim campaign was gonna be her downfall. Brew, you all picked the wrong Bronx girl. Now let's look at the receipts that show why this whole thing backfired on everybody who tried her. Let's start with the Old Navy livestream, because this is where Cardi lit the match. On Instagram Live during the Most Wanted Denim launch, Backlash looked dead in the camera and said, "I'm 5 feet 3 inches and I'm skinny. I got no waist, but in hips is the size of Uganda. They don't make jeans like me except for Old Navy. And I could prove it to you. Watch. I'ma go live one day and I'ma go to Old Navy." When I heard this, I was like, wait, she's really about to live stream herself trying on the jeans just to shut you all up? That's Bronx energy at 200%. And these trolls who claim she doesn't wear the brand? Bro, she just offered to broadcast the proof. That's the dumbest flex you could have picked. Then she went into full mama mode, defending how she dresses at her kids' events. She said, "I am a mother and I go to my kids' event. I already different from the other parents. So I like to cover myself up. I don't like wearing super tight where my look like they already be shook honey. They be like, oh God, look at that." Nah, when I read this, I had to do a double take. She's literally addressing strangers who question how she shows up for her own children. The critics really thought they were gonna corner a mother about her wardrobe at a school function? That's where y'all lost the plot. Now let's get to the AHA bombshell. Cardi explained on that same live exactly what the record is about. Her words, straight up, "You not mad at me at the fact that I'm winning? I'm be mad at the fact that I'm winning. Why you mad at me over? My get back is this watch. My get back is my new crib. My get back is everything in my thriving. I hope that's how you feel. Thrive. Thrive through that pain." When I heard this whole speech, I was like, oh, she is not talking to us. She's talking to specific people. Specific women. She named the target. Females who thought they had one up on her because they messed with a man she used to have. Brew said, "What? That's the loudest subliminal I've ever heard in my life." She kept going. Dropped the line. "It's just me and the gang. It's me and my gang and the 4 diamonds. And the 4 kids. That's a story about my chain. I got 4 diamonds cause of my 4 kids." When I saw her point to that chain, I lost it. She's wearing her 4 kids and 4 diamond plaques around her neck like a trophy. This ain't jewelry. This is a scoreboard. And for the men in the equation, Cardi, as reported by Vibe, once told a baby mama on live, "Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. That's your baby daddy. Bit asterisk H? That's my baby daddy. 2. We'll figure it out." When I first heard that clip, I said, nah, she really weaponized customer service voice against another woman. The audacity is unmatched. And whoever thought they could rattle Cardi by dragging her past relationships, you all clearly forgot who you're dealing with. Now that we got the quotes, let's connect the dots. Timeline is where this whole thing gets spicy. That Liv? It dropped in the same window as her 4 diamond Rhea milestone. That's not a coincidence that a woman who scheduled her victory lap while her whoops was still typing. The trolls really thought they were catching her on a slow news day. Nah, she picked the loudest possible stage. That Old Navy launch? It went down right after a viral video from a certain critic named Samara circulated, questioning whether Cardi even wears a brand. Cardi didn't wait weeks to respond. She used the actual brand's own launch party as her clap backstage. That's not defensive. That's calculated. Any smart hater would have seen this coming. But the internet critics? They walk into these traps every time. Behind the scenes, the Stefon Diggs baby mama saga has been simmering since late 2024, when, per page 6 reporting cited by Vibe, one alleged baby mama filed a petition while pregnant. That situation has been building for over a year. So when Cardi drops aha now, that's not petty, that's patient. She let the whole timeline cook, waited till she had a chart-eligible record, then turned personal pain into a payday. Bro, that's terrible timing for the whoops and immaculate timing for her. And her rumored new situation, the Nigerian soccer star, that Venice sighting, per TMZ and Complex, they were spotted twice in Italy in a 2-week window in July 2026 before this whole live show erupted. So they're not worried about none of these ninjas, except one line she rapped? That wasn't accidental. That was a coordinated soft launch during her own denim campaign. So Stefon really thought he was still in her head? Nah. Brew, she's already booked a flight overseas. Also, the 4 kids, 4 diamonds line, her 4th child was born earlier this year with Diggs. So the same chain that celebrates her career milestones also memorializes a family she built through all this drama. That's when you know she doesn't have real advisors stopping her. She is the strategist. And anybody who thought this Old Navy campaign was just a paycheck, you'll miss that this whole rollout is a Cardi B ecosystem. Brand deal plus new single plus soft launch romance plus record-breaking certification, all dropped in a 2-week window. That's not luck. That's a plan. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Now check this out. Nobody's talking about the word get back in her aha rant. She didn't say revenge. She didn't say petty. She said get back. In hip-hop culture, get back is street code for retaliation without lifting a finger. You win so hard. The whoops have to watch. That single phrase turns a whole record from a diss into a manifesto. And the women she's aiming at, they didn't catch that. That's embarrassing. Now zoom into one specific line. My get back is this watch. She didn't say my music. She didn't say my career. She pointed at material objects, the watch, the crib, the chain. This is a woman who came from Bronx poverty telling her critics that the wealth they resent is the receipt. That's not shallow, that's surgical. Every trinket becomes evidence of survival. Then peep the phrase hips is the size of Uganda. That's not a random comparison. That's Cardi doing what she always does, dropping a line so absurd it becomes a quote of the week. It's a distraction weapon. While the internet is arguing about the geography, she's quietly selling out Old Navy inventory in under 24 hours per multiple retail reports. And the critics? Still typing think pieces about the joke. Brew, she's playing 4D chess. The chain reveal, 4 diamond for 4 kids, is a whole forensic goldmine. Every previous era of hip-hop chains was about the artist. Cardi flipped it. Her flex isn't Cardi B, it's Cardi B the mother. And here's the layer nobody's talking about. By making the chain about her children, she armor-plated it. You can't roast a mama for celebrating her kids. If you critique the chain, you critique the family. That's a moat around her image. Any hater with half a brain would have clocked this before jumping in her mentions. And the ad-lib except one, when she said she wasn't worried about ninjas? The pause before except one? That's not spontaneous. That's a delivered line. She told Yoshi as someone, but she also told Yoshi's not naming names. That single word is a book flight, a hotel receipt, and a plausible deniability shield all at once. If the opposition had ANY awareness, they'd see this as a chess move, but they are too busy playing checkers. Now let's see how the media covered this. Billboard framed the Old Navy story as a nostalgic full-circle moment. The girl who allegedly shoplifted from the store as a teen is now its face. That's a redemption arc angle. Cute framing. But it softens what really happened at the live event. People.com went the exclusive interview route, positioning Cardi's Old Navy partnership as a denim love story and celebrating her body-positive advocacy. That's brand-safe framing designed to protect the campaign. It's polite. It ain't the full picture. The source and multiple hip-hop outlets zeroed in on the historic 4-diamond achievement. Cardi is the first female rapper ever to hit that mark. Straight celebration. No mess. But by isolating that milestone, they missed how she strategically deployed it as ammunition on the live stream. TMZ, meanwhile, took the tabloid path, leading with the Venice sightings and the Maduka Okoye rumors. That's a she's moving on narrative. Complex followed similar territory. Fine framing. but they treat it like paparazzi content instead of what it actually is, a coordinated career pivot. Now, some counter-narrative is out there, outlets and Reddit threads pushing that Cardi's atypical body and fashion over past make the Old Navy deal feel manufactured. Some Diggs supporters are also claiming Cardi's aha lyrics are unfair to his baby mamas. But here's why that spin doesn't hold up. Those critics are the same folks who thought the campaign would flop, and by every retail report, sizes sold out inside a day. And on the baby mama front, remember that chain reveal? Cardi didn't attack anybody by name. She talked about her kids, her thriving, her get back. If you'll feel called out by a song that never named you, that's a you problem. Some Stefon fans are trying to reframe Cardi as a villain in the timeline. But those are the same people who ignored the L he took when his own leaked messages hit the internet. If you still think the opposition has a moral high ground after all this evidence, you're just biased. The receipts don't lie, and neither do the rear plaques. But here's what nobody is saying. The mainstream narrative on this whole week is that Cardi B is being messy, that she's a chaotic celebrity spiraling through relationships, brand deals, and subliminals. Every outlet is treating each headline as its own story. The Old Navy drama here, the Diamond record there, the Diggs mess separately, the Venice photos in another lane. Here's what they won't tell you. This isn't chaos. This is the most sophisticated psychological warfare campaign a female rapper has run in a decade. Cardi Belcalis Almonzo isn't reacting. She's directing. Every single move you're watching this month is a coordinated operation designed to do one thing: turn every hater, every baby mama, every critical think piece into free promotion for her ecosystem. And the whoops? They keep taking the bait like it's Thanksgiving dinner. Look at the structure of what she pulled off. The Old Navy campaign guarantees eyeballs from a demographic that isn't necessarily her rap fan base: casual mall shoppers, moms, working class women. That's a new audience being introduced to Cardi B on a friendly, non-controversial stage. Then, once they are watching, she drops the AHA record snippet on the same live. That's not marketing, that's a hostage situation. You came for jeans, you're leaving with a new song stuck in your head. And Stefon Diggs and every baby mama in the equation? They are just props in her larger production. That's a problem with being in Cardi's orbit. You become content whether you signed up for it or not. The whoops really thought they were driving the narrative? Nah, they're extras in it. Then peep the Venice soft launch. Per TMZ and Complex, she and a Nigerian soccer star were spotted repeatedly across July 2026. She didn't post a hard launch. She didn't confirm anything. She just let paparazzi photos leak, then dropped a lyric on AHA saying she's not worried about none of these ninjas, except one. That's not accidental. That's a whole marketing campaign for her personal life running parallel to her professional one. Diggs is playing checkers. Thinking is still in her head. Cardi's playing chess, using his name as fuel while a flight to Italy takes off. That's a masterclass. Brew. And here's the industry politics layer nobody's saying out loud. Female rappers historically get punished for personal drama. The industry uses their messy relationships as an excuse to withhold support. Cardi flipped the entire model. She turned the drama into the product. That 4-diamond milestone? It didn't just happen. It happened because every viral moment kept her songs in rotation. Every baby mama fight brought Bodak Yellow back to Spotify. Every meme brought I Like It back to TikTok. She's the first female rapper to figure out that in the streaming era, relevance equals sales. And her whoops? They keep fueling the machine that pays her bills. That's not just losing. That's losing while writing her checks. Historically, this is Tupac-level narrative control. Not the tragedy part, the media manipulation part. Pac used every interview, every diss, every court case to sell more records. Cardi's doing the same thing in 2026 with Instagram Live and Denim campaigns instead of MTV News. Anyone who dismissed her as just a stripper who got famous back in 2017 is now watching a woman run a full-scale multimedia empire while her whoops beg for scraps of relevance in her comment section. That old guard opposition that keeps trying her? You're our relics. The culture already moved on. And here's the authenticity layer. The critics keep questioning whether Cardi really was Old Navy, whether she really wrote her verses, whether her really is her real body. Notice a pattern? Every accusation is about her being fake. But she pulled up to a launch party, offered to livestream herself trying on jeans, showed her 4 kids on a chain, and hit a diamond record milestone no other female rapper in history has touched. Show me another artist with that receipts-to-noise ratio. The people calling her fake are the ones who've never built anything real in their lives. And that's the truth they won't tell you. The mainstream can't say Cardi B is running a warfare operation because it would ruin the messy Bronx girl narrative they've been selling for years. So they'll keep printing headlines about jeans and baby mamas while she prints money. So what happens next? Here's what's most likely to happen. Aha is gonna drop officially, and it's gonna hit the charts inside the first week. Every baby mama and every ex that felt subliminally called out is gonna respond. Some with subtweets, some with their own tracks. And every response is gonna push Aha up the charts a little further. Cardi's gonna sit back, thrive, post that new crib she teased, and post more denim content, letting the streaming numbers do the talking. When the numbers hit, Backlash is gonna post ONE screenshot with 0 caption. That silence is gonna hurt the opposition more than any diss track ever could. They'll be screaming into the void, and Cardi will be signing a follow-up brand deal. If instead, and this is scenario 2, one of the baby mamas or a certain NFL wide receiver actually escalates in public, that's where it gets ugly for them. Because Cardi already showed on live she has receipts, timelines, and a chain worth of receipts around her neck. Any escalation is gonna backfire. We've seen what she did to Whoops in past beefs. She live streams, she screenshots, she drops evidence in real time. Whoever tries her next is not ready for that Bronx smoke. She'll turn their attempted drama into a 2-week press run for her next single. Predictable. Every time. And the Nigerian soccer situation? If that Maduka Okoye thing goes public officially, expect a hard launch on Cardi's terms. Not a paparazzi leak, an Instagram post on her timing. And when that hits, every headline about Stefon Diggs, every baby mama post, every she can't keep a man narrative gets deleted from the timeline. Because a global soccer star with a Champions League profile becoming her partner would rewrite her whole public image overnight. Diggs is watching his own storyline get replaced in real time, and there's nothing he can do about it. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this month is gonna go down as a moment Cardi B officially separated herself from the female rap bracket and entered pure icon status. 4 diamond singles isn't just a record. It's a legacy marker. Nobody's touching that anytime soon. Nicki fans will argue. Meg fans will argue. But when the rear plaques are on the wall, the arguments don't matter. And when future rappers study how to build a career in the streaming era, Cardi's 2026 playbook is gonna be the textbook. The old guard, 5 years from now, people will look back at this as a moment the old opposition's relevance officially died. Mark my words, every single one of these whoops who tried her this month is gonna regret it inside 6 months. When Aha goes platinum, when the next brand deal drops, when that soft launch relationship becomes a full-blown Vogue cover story, the same people typing hate today are gonna be pretending they were rooting for her all along. The internet always does that. They tear a black woman down until she wins, then rewrite the history to pretend they were always in her corner. Not this time. We got the receipts. The old guard is watching a new blueprint form, and they can't adapt. The culture has spoken. Cardi Backlash Almonzo is running this era, and there's no committee, no baby mama, and no soccer scandal that's stopping the momentum now. Whatever happens next, one thing's clear. The opposition already lost. They lost when they thought jeans were the hill to die on. They lost when they thought Diggs' drama would break her. They lost when they underestimated a Bronx girl who kept her receipts, her kids, and her chain in one frame. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed uncovering the real story, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss when we expose what everyone else is too scared to say. Ring that bell for notifications. And if you want more truth bombs like this, click on one of these videos next. Trust me, you'll want to see what we found.